It's not that we don't really love symphonic metal, you guys.
Because we really do.
It's just that we've played a lot of it on the channel. So some of you are a tad aggressive, I think. I think you need to do a little kind of anger management classes or some pills or some damn thing. Maybe a support group, maybe a 12-step.
Epica Anonymous.
Do you walk down the street and just pop occasionally? Like you're in the bank line and just...
I'm going to date myself, but you guys, girls, remember that little popper on 2 wheels and you rolled it as a little kid and it popped? Did anybody ever know what I'm talking about?
I totally do with little colors.
Yeah.
They're called... Oh.
Somebody.
Pop-o-matic. It's called...
Yes! Something like that. It was so fun. That's kind of how we view Epica.
You guys are...
And it's amazing.
And that's just... Look, we're taking the most popular requests. So there's Epica. We're going to do a bunch of other bands tonight and the rest of the week. We just can't do the whole thing as symphonic metal. As much as a lot of you out there want us to do that, we appreciate it and we love the music. And on our new channel, we're going to have one area just dedicated to symphonic metal.
Yeah, and the thing of it is that, we want to try to listen to it all. There's so many great suggestions that you've made, all of you, and we just want to get to it all. And there just isn't enough time in one day, or I believe one lifetime, to review everything. So we're making our way through it as best we can. So we appreciate your patience, your encouragement, always your jokes, your laughter.
If you have a spare DeLorean kicking around with a flux capacitor, just send it our way, okay?
Can we make it sparkleized?
I'm not going to do the whole sparkleization process, but
Why?
Yes.
Okay, then we want a DeLorean. It can have sparkles. We want a DeLorean. They can be black sparkles. They don't have to be pink.
We'll time travel and we'll do this for lifetimes.
Oh my God, we could go to the future. Look at the things we would... Oh. Anybody want to come? DeLorean are us.
I know Kung Fu. I know how to play pink guitar. All right, here we go. This is Cry for the Moon. Oh, let me go back. Because you wouldn't see anything if I did that. Okay. All right, just got to set
Thanks
this
for working out all the bugs in the software, baby.
Yeah, but it really works. If we ever wanted to pause it, you're welcome. All right, here we go. We'll make it a Lacey de Big. And this looks great. Epica Cry for the Moon, studio version. Here we go. This is gonna be good. ground kicking. Okay, getting the Epica kind of fever. That pushed me to a whole new realm. That was on top of the world right there.
Why is that?
Her poise and her focus and her beauty come out in such a strong way, and to have all that support from the band with their talents. They were all very, very serious about that recording. They were all ready. They were on their game. They were having fun.
Him with all of
the voices, the sounds, and the movements of the mouth and the throat and everything to make that happen. He was practicing that. It was just I get a lot of high level professionalism from that band, and they really want to make a sound that is profound sound from Epica. I really like that song. Again, the litmus test, could I listen to that? Absolutely, and I want to listen to that loud on the speaker system that we have. Thanks, guys. What about you?
Well, I'm a sucker for the symphonies.
Symphonic symphonies?
Symphonies of any kind. So to me, I've played in traditional symphonies. I've played in traditional orchestras and traditional bands, and that includes jazz. And I love the mixture of electricity and choirs and orchestras and violins and string sections and horns. I love it when the whole musical family comes together to play. I love big sound, but I love the haunting sounds. Her voice.
We like the haunt. That's the other thing, is that it made the haunting that much better.
And you said it. They were having fun, and that is a huge appeal to me.
Comes out in the music.
I want to know that when the band is on stage, that they are loving it with all of us, and that we are loving that moment, that whole concert performance, whatever. I want to know that everybody's having a ripping good time, and they were. And it was clear, even the sisters of the choir, they were grooving and they were
even
smiling.
When they weren't singing, they were mouthing the words and they were looking at each other. And
they were having a great time, and it was authentic.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it that much better for me, is that unspoken communication, which is so much of our human interaction. I mean, we all know what is the statistic? 80-90% of communication is not actually words.
No, 93% of all communication is nonverbal.
Yeah. So we're looking for all those other tiny, subtle visual and auditory cues that they're having a great time doing what they love, and they're passionate, and it shows.
How was that?
That was great.
So, sorry, my question was going to be, how was that for you to actually be watching? Was it distracting, or were you able to kind of find a nice space where you weren't distracted and you're still listening to the music, because you are so dominant in your auditory senses?
It's a great question, and I have obviously been trying to mentally unpackage that. This song musically was easy to anticipate. So I find that I have the hardest time with the visual videos when I don't know what to expect.
It's like the progressive rock
and
kind of
I am trying
changes,
to
right?
Yes, I'm trying to follow the lyrics, the musical themes. There's a lot for me to concentrate on, so if I close my eyes, it's one less thing for me to try to decipher. So this one was, as I said, easier listenability for me to know what to expect symphonically.
Cool.
So but I loved it.
Really, you had a nice balance of being able to watch and to enjoy it and to hear, and you would close your eyes, and it was just a nice mix. We get a lot of comments about that, about the differences between how I react to music, how she does, if I distract her, what distraction means. I get this whole kind of back and forth with some of you guys about what air drumming actually is in the presence of her. How can that not be distracting, but the video is? Well, how she describes it is, and you can describe it if you want. What's the difference between me air drumming and banging on you, or playing the Telecaster or whatever? How can that not be distracting, but watching a video or watching lyrics is?
Because that's a one-dimensional interaction, and this is a 7,000 dimensional interaction. He's playing with me.
Yeah,
so,
and that's the key, is that she's attracted to that kind of those elements where she's repelled and repulsed by the images or whatever, or the lyric is on the screen taking her away from what she's trying to do. So she can play with when I'm drumming on her or doing whatever, or banging her around or whatever I'm doing. I'm playing with her. That has high value and high affinity. She has a high affinity for that. So she can groove with the music because it's the experience. This is not scientific music analysis class. That's not what this is. We're having fun.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So it's more fun for
And
Kel to have me do that than for me to just sit there and or have her watch the lyrics on the screen.
it's also actually who he is when we're cooking, when we're walking down the street.
She likes me.
He's, I do. I like him. I like you so much, just exactly the way you are.
Thank you.
And so we are actually this way in real life. This is, and for those of you who have met us now, there's a high factor of fun and kind of a bit ridiculous all at the same time.
Bit
And
edgy.
it's true. So I don't want you to be any other way. I would not have 1/100th of the time that I'm having if you didn't be who you are.
Here's the other question. This is a good one. So, how about if Kel just does these videos by herself?
What?
Talk to him.
No.
Why?
Why would you want to see that? I'd be like a talking bobblehead, and it wouldn't be nearly as animated, because we egg each other on, and no, we're a team. We do everything together, and everything when we possibly can, unless separated by work. He goes grocery shopping, and I want to go with him, and it's just
Shopping for deodorant. It's an adventure.
it's the whole aspect of really, really, really loving someone and not needing them. I don't need him to come to work with me and be with me every single day, but I can't wait till I see him at the end of the day. You're the best part of my day. And then I get to come here and I get to do this with all of you, and I get to be my ridiculous, rambunctious self, which is just so fun. And I can't imagine. No, I'm not interested in sitting here by myself.
You guys ask the hard questions.
And
Bring
I
them
love
on
it.
because
Bring them on.
we love it. We love talking about
Things.
emotions. We love talking about life. Our new channel is going to be all about that. You guys have seen us here 99.9% of the time, sitting in this room right here in the Easter. Well, not this room, but up the other room down the street. And we're going to be out in the world. We're going to be traveling to you guys. We're going to be going.
We're going to be invading your living rooms
We
and
are.
reacting from your house.
We're going to be going to openings of new restaurants for some of you that are planning on that. And there's a barbershop that's going to be opening, a gentleman's club that's going to be opening. We are taking this show on the road because that's what we want to do. Because we've been invited.
The reason
we're
why
going to take you along with us.
is because we are playing for Team Humanity.
It's a nice way to put it.
It's true. We love our fellow humans. You know, it's the ultimate question, right? If there was a spaceship going to Mars, if there was a spaceship going to Mars, would you
To complete it.
take humanity with you and let them settle another planet? Or do you see them as infecting and destroying another planet so you wouldn't let them go? You'd let the human race die on this planet? That's the ultimate question. And the answer is not for me. The answer is not for him.
It's kind of a heavy question,
It's a
Kel.
rhetorical question. So do you believe in your fellow humans, and do you believe that the human race should be perpetuated forward?
It's not rhetorical. It's not rhetorical?
It is. I don't need your answer unless you want to share. Don't
Oh, I see
don't
what you
feel
mean.
that you need. I'm not forcing an answer out of any of you. If you wish to share, share. And
Would you take humans with you?
Would you take humans
if
with
this
you?
planet was in trouble and
That's
the only
right.
place that we could go is to Mars and there was
Or
a way,
wherever.
would you take a lot of other human beings or would you just not?
or would you take just a few, like the
the
best
super
100?
smart and the whatever,
And
the elite genetics?
This is the ultimate question. That's right. This is the ultimate
humanity,
question
about your humanity.
your humanity,
Yeah.
not.
your belief in humanity.
And it's a hard question. Yeah. And there are some days when maybe we think, yeah, of course we would take as many as we could, and then there's other days we think, oh my god, I'm not taking anybody, just taking myself, or my dog, So it's one of those things where I'm playing for Team Humanity, and I just think humans are amazing, and the stories that you all have, and the things you've all done, and the things you've seen and never spoken of, and
everybody has such a special talent, special skill that a lot of people haven't yet realized, or they're keeping it down for whatever reason, or they've been told to keep it down. We have seen the most amazing things over our career of over 30 years as health and fitness and wellness professionals. And now we're just taking what we do and who we are, we're going to be taking it all over the place.
I used to train, when I was a trainer, I used to train a Canadian author, and she is very famous. And you know what she said to me? It was very interesting. I'll tell you that in a minute. She said, I'm going to tell you a little secret. And I said, what's that? She said, a good book will always write itself, and truth is always stranger than fiction. So if every single person sat down and wrote actually their tale, their story of their life, there would be no need for the fiction genre, because we would have more than enough adventure to read about. So she also believed that all the exercise equipment should generate tickets. You know those games that you play at the arcade and they generate tickets and you buy toys? But she felt that instead of toys, because we're all adults, we needed to put up a martini bar, and that the treadmill would spit out a ticket and you could go claim a martini. I told her it wouldn't work, but that was her.
For a large section of the population, that might actually
that was
sell.
Her brilliant $1 million idea.
And you just totally dated yourself. You know what it is now? It's just a card in an arcade, and when you plug in your numbers, and it just goes as credit, and then you go to the.
But I want the tickets.
That's kind of 1990s. Early 2000s, Kel.
I was born in 75. You know what?
We need to go to a recent arcade and have you claim your code at the front, not your. Remember the tickets at Mr. Tubbs? Mr. Tubbs in Victoria.
I want the tickets.
Holy shit! We'd be dragging tickets like they're like dogs on leashes, right? It just, like behind us, and it's like 3,717 tickets. Oh, I think I want that little eraser head. Wait a second, I get a whole bucket of tickets. I get a little eraser head. That's how the economics work here, son.
It's fun.
Okay.
Stuff.
And then you get your little eraser head and you're like, look what I got.
So, question of the day. Would you save humanity?
It's pretty heavy stuff, Cal, at 11 o'clock at night. Let's seal this with a kiss. For luck.
Thanks for playing with us.
Thanks for watching. If you stayed here for this final part of the video.
Good for you.
Very good. Right on. More to come.
Bye.
Later.